At 29, he had everything people dream about: money, status, freedom. But just 18 months later, it was gone. Not slowly, not quietly. Everything fell apart at once. What looked stable from the outside was already fragile, and the collapse had started long before anyone noticed. Why this story matters. This is not a story about bad luck, and it is not about greed. It is about speed, about what happens when success arrives faster than a person can adapt. This pattern repeats itself across industries and lives, and the ending is rarely sudden. It only feels sudden from the outside. Before success, before the money, life followed clear boundaries. Work had limits. Income had structure. Progress was slow but predictable. There was time to reflect, time to adjust. Nothing suggested how quickly that balance would disappear. The first opportunity, one opportunity, changed the direction of everything. It was unexpected. It felt manageable. And it worked far better than planned. What started as a single step forward became a leap. And there was no pause between stages. Rapid growth. The growth was not gradual. It accelerated. One win turned into many. Each success arrived faster than the last. There was no time to process outcomes, only time to react. And momentum replaced caution. The emotional high. Fast success creates certainty. Certainty feels like intelligence, like control. Confidence grows faster than experience, and the absence of immediate consequences makes every decision feel correct, at least for a while. A new environment. The environment changed with the income. New people appeared. New expectations followed. Old routines felt irrelevant. The past no longer seemed useful, and the rules that once created stability began to fade. Early warnings arrived quietly. Small doubts, subtle discomfort. But success makes doubt easy to dismiss. When progress feels constant, caution sounds unnecessary, and listening feels optional. Identity shift. Success reshaped his identity. Worth became tied to results. Confidence depended on momentum. Slowing down felt dangerous, and stopping felt impossible. The idea of loss became more frightening than risk. Pressure builds. Pressure does not announce itself. It accumulates. Expectations rise. Decisions feel heavier. Every move carries consequences, and fear quietly replaces excitement. The critical decision. The collapse did not begin with failure. It began with a choice, a decision made too quickly, with too much confidence, and too little reflection. At the time, it felt insignificant. The domino effect: one mistake rarely stands alone. It creates momentum. Correction becomes harder. Control turns into reaction. Reaction turns into panic. And the pace that created success now accelerates collapse. Loss. The money disappeared first. Stability followed. Then trust. What remained was uncertainty and silence. The noise of success was replaced by unanswered questions. Isolation success attracts attention. Failure reveals distance. Support fades quietly. Conversations stop. And isolation grows without announcement. Not all at once, but completely. Realization. Only after everything was gone did clarity appear. The opportunity was never the problem. The money was never the problem. The speed was. There was no time to grow into what success demanded. Psychological insight. Growth requires friction. Discipline requires time. Emotional strength develops slowly. When success outruns character, imbalance forms, and imbalance always corrects itself. The universal lesson. Money does not change people. It amplifies what already exists. Speed determines whether that amplification builds or destroys, and success without preparation always demands repayment. Quiet ending stories like this are not rare. They are simply uncomfortable to examine. If you want more honest reflections on money, power, and human behavior, This is where those stories continue.